We got number 3, Matthew Cover. Number 7, Roddy Hart. Number 10, Roberto Montero. Number 9, Andy Vesio. Number 14, Jerry Mariano. Number 19, Michael Ayamore. Number 18, John
everybody hear that from the loud voice? Absolutely no flash photography. You'll hear that over and over and over this weekend.
Hello.
So, good morning, sports fans. We are live we're in the Forest City, and we're here for the 2024 Power Hockey Tournament of Champions. This is the CEWHA National Tournament. This is the CEWHA National Tournament, and the CEWHA has been putting power hockey athletes first since 1980. My name is Adam Ellis in the commentary booth, and I am joined by the one and only Jeff Barrett. Welcome to the commentary, Jeff.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. We got some great power hockey action going on coming up here. Our first game is going to be the Ottawa Black Aces versus their rivals, the Ottawa Capitals. What are your thoughts on this?
This is going to be an interesting matchup. The teams are quite similar to what they had last year. There's a couple new players added to the Capitals, but the big cheese, Lucas Cheeseman, has gone up from the Black Aces to the Capitals, and the Black Aces managed to have stolen Robin Guillot. So there's some muscle going to one side, and the big cheese is going to the other side.
Well, why don't we start off by reading off the roster list for the Black Aces?
Fantastic idea, Jeff. So for the Ottawa Black Aces, we have Cameron Dolan, Joe Radmore, Karen Toop, Robin Guillot, Tammy Colhane, Tiana Toth-Vent, Carrie Burke, and the Black Aces are coached by Ken Cheeseman and Maureen Cheeseman.
So I will read off the list for the Ottawa Capitals. Now, good roster here. It's same roster as last year, but like you said, a bit of a trade between the two teams. You got Robin Guillot on the Ottawa Black Aces, and you got now Lucas Cheeseman on the Ottawa Capitals. And you got Atinj Erden on defense, Brian Bertrand leading the charge in goal, Emerson Bartel, Kellen Schleyer, Malachi Lamberson, Matt Lamberson, and they are coached by Kevin Schleyer and Kelly Schleyer.
It's going to be awesome to see a clash of the nation's capital. We'll start off with the CEWHA National Tournament with a clash of the nation's capital. I can't wait.
Yes, I think the part I'm looking forward to the most in this is actually, like you mentioned, that trade. You get to see Lucas Cheeseman play against his old team, just like Robin Guillot gets to play against his old team. So I think that's going to create an interesting dynamic on the two teams. And like these rosters are made up of players that play in the same league, so they know each other. They know what each other's moves are. So I think that's going to be extra exciting to see.
Well put, Jeff. I agree 100%. There's a lot of aptitude. The Black Aces last year in scoring, and he was setting up a lot of plays. And now the Black Aces are in getting Robin Guillot. They get some more arm strength, and they get a faster chair on the Black Aces. So I think it was a genius trade for both teams.
Yeah, I think both teams benefit from this move, and I think it's great for a player like Lucas Cheeseman to get that boost of confidence to just move up on the roster. And I'm looking forward to seeing him play. It's the first time I've seen him play in person, but I saw him live last year, and he was a great young player, a great young star, and I look forward to seeing his career going forward.
Absolutely. Lucas is an awesome player, and I know for the Capitals, last year Malachi Lamberson had a very short season. So quite frankly, as well as he played, he came into it kind of low on practice. And we just had our ceremonial puck drop with the staff from Ellis Don. Ellis Don is our premier sponsor for this event. We really appreciate Ellis Don. They have been great both as a sponsor, and they actually have taken the entire construction project here at the college, and they've helped all.
We got, it looks like Karen Toop versus you can see Malachi taking his time with that ball as he gains possession, building up the momentum, taking the charge. Really taking his time, but great ball handling skills. As he passes it up, Lucas Cheeseman races towards the ball, was met up by Karen Toop. Fight in the corner. Goes right up to Tiana Toth-Vent under her chair. And Kellen Schleyer just takes a shot. Good shot on net. Tammy Colhane
tries to pass it for his angle. And we have the first goal.
The tournament, and it was a great shot, great arc on that lob shot. Absolutely fantastic play.
So we have a goal by number 18, assisted by 13, Kellen Schleyer from Malachi Lamberson.
Well, it is a great start, the start that the Ottawa Capitals were looking for. They are a team that starts off very strong. They got that speed, they got that teamwork, and Malachi Lamberson picks up the ball. Lamberson taking his time, using Cheeseman as a pick.
Karen Toop in possession of the ball, coming out on her own side. Dangerous pass in front of her net, right to Schleyer. Defenseman save. Lamberson in possession, shot off the side of the net.
Good block by Camelin Dolan. That's the kind of stuff you need. Lamberson going around the arc, turning around, going to his forehand side to take that lob shot. Another big save
by Tammy Colhane.
Still rolling, and it's a goal. We have a goal. Kellen Schleyer taps it in front of the net.
Goal by Ottawa Capitals, number 7.
Sorry, that was my mistake. Lucas Cheeseman scoring his first goal as an Ottawa Capital.
The Big Cheese.
We got a face-off here. Schleyer against Toop. Good fight for that ball.
Interesting face-off.
Good stick work by the two teams. Toop picks up the ball, tries to hit it, blocks off Lamberson. Lamberson fighting for that ball, going behind the net, but he's blocked off by Dolan. Cheeseman's first man to the ball. Cheeseman taking his time, passing it up to Schleyer to the slot. Schleyer taking his time, taking that shot. Going around, trying to pass it up to Lamberson. Lamberson collects the ball on the right wing. Going up the middle. Cheeseman pulls it back. Schleyer picks up the ball. Going back up the middle. Good pick by Lamberson. Another shot. Lamberson fighting for that. Taking up the ball with that. Good defensive play by Matthew Lamberson. Holding that line. Face-off in the Ottawa Capital zone. Guillot now lining up in the face-off against Schleyer. Lamberson takes up the ball after the face-off win. Going down the wing, streaking down. Going behind the net. Trying to do a wraparound. Is he going to be right there? Goes right through the crease. Matthew Lamberson for momentum. Passes right up to Malachi Lamberson, and we have an offside. A bit overzealous on the play there. We get a line change. Cheeseman and Matthew Lamberson are off, and change for Atinj Erden and Emerson Bartel. Schleyer on the ball. She's on the boards, picks up the ball. Going up to the slot to take that shot. Great arc and a great stop under Cameron Dolan. The defensive player that he is, holding that ball, but they are fighting for it. Tiana Toth-Vent is the first player to get to that ball and clears it. Goes right off Kellen Schleyer. Pulling it up. going behind the net, it looks like. And Erden is right there to pick up the ball in the corner, passing it up to Lamberson. Lamberson fighting for the ball with Guillot, and Lamberson comes out with the ball, going behind the net, trying to find that one slot. Looks up. Almost. What a great. It was right there, but a great save by the Ottawa Black Aces goalie, Tammy Colehane. Side, taking is right there, trying to get that shot on. Almost got it. Good clear by the Ottawa Black Aces, and Kellen Schler goes back to regroup. Pace of the game. Dominates the ball, and the Ottawa Capitals are very good. Teamwork, great passing. Lamberson going behind the net, trying to set up that. Dolan, fight for the ball. Trying to get around. Tight stick checking of Lamberson. Play, causing a turnover. Good shot by Lamberson, and an even better save by Tammy Colehane. Continuing fighting for the ball. Tiana Toth-Vent fighting for that along the boards, using the roller right to Brian Bertrand, and he just clears it off to the side. Brian Bertrand last year attached the stick to his chair, but this time he's holding the stick with his hand, and it's an added dynamic to his goaltending, and that he can just disrupt play, poke check, even clear the ball like you saw there. There are some other potential offense. Schler holding that. Really playing really well in this game. Good starts. Tiana Toth-Vent determined to get that ball, fighting for it, and then Guillot has just because he's a forward doesn't mean he's not looking at his own. Taking his time as he drives. And Erden had a fantastic shot that just missed. Great opportunity by the Ottawa Capitals. Schler picking up the ball, shoots along the boards. We got a penalty on the Ottawa Black Aces, but Lamberson taking his time, trying to take a shot, but blocked off Tiana Toth-Vent, and here we have the call. It's going to be a power play for the Ottawa Capitals. We got a penalty, Karen Toop, for moving the boards. Power play time for the Ottawa Capitals. Let's see what offense and magic that they can generate from this opportunity. Good hold in the line by Emerson Bartel to keep that offensive possession going on in the offensive zone, and just missed. Oh, goes in. What a great shot by Malachi Lamberson, and it really started off with that great keep in the zone by Emerson Bartel. Great play.
Fantastic goal. We now are up a 3-goal lead, and the gap has been spread and made by a great goal from Malachi Lamberson.
And even better, keeping the play by Emerson Bartel, number 44 for the Ottawa Capitals. Malachi starting up the momentum with ball carrying, taking his time, has good vision.
Pick set by Schler.
And we're going to have
So we have an interesting new face-off. Home and away advantage, and the home team gets to put their stick down first, but they can, when putting it on their design, all the way to 12 or 6 o'clock.
A different dimension to the face-off. Off their offensive play by desire to get that off the opening face-off for the play. Now we got Schleyer following behind Matthew Lamberson for the pick. Ball right to the left wing, going down the wing.
And Jordan.
Erden has an eye for the ball. What a save!
Saved by Colhane.
Great save, but we have the ball still live, still playing. Giot fighting for that ball, has an opportunity to go down the left wing, but he's going to be met by with the ball, trying to get that shot on net. Fighting man to pick up the ball. Black Aces try to Lucas Cheeseman to just take his time, see. The Capitals were able to set up a good pick. Cheeseman taking the time with the ball. That's the thing about being the team with the ball. You're really dictating master class of that.
And the ball's out of bounds. Face
stick and that great stick is very strong on the forecheck.
Yeah, we're just shot, and I mean she can probably score from anywhere within the zone. Unfortunately, getting a clear. Oh, I spoke too soon.
What a great goal and a good job by Burke to be in the right place at the right time. Just that bank shot and just rolled right past Brian Bertrand.
The Ottawa Black Aces look to close the gap.
Well, you know, that's just that's the one goal. That's the goal that the Black Aces need to build up that confidence. That first.
Kerry Burke's quite. Winnipeg. Yeah, man. Jeff, great memory. And now living in Ottawa, he's come back to this sport, and well, what a great way to start your career back.
Yes, Giot taking his time on his backhand.
Trying to get it by Matt Lamberson. Backhand side. Burke's pushing him back to the forehand. That's where Schleyer wants to be. And Robin Guillot wisely clogs Schleyer behind the net, forces him back to the weak side.
Right. Schleyer taking his time going around the net, seeing what's available to him. Going to his strong forehand side.
Forehand.
Oh. Good header, almost went in off of fan, or is the for the Euros football?
Right. Tingerden and Schleyer, pass to Schleyer. Schleyer in possession on his backhand side, moving up the far side boards. Robin misses the block, but he does knock the ball off.
Yeah, you know, just that little disruption. You don't have to be too hard on it, but just any way to just. But Schleyer is such a. Holding the stick in this game to be that offense go towards the net.
Tricky for goalies because his shot is so awkward.
It really does. And speaking from experience of being a former goalie, I can imagine that being very awkward for the goalie to read. But it's good to see that. Like, the thing about our sport, there's lots of opportunities to and ways to play in our sport, as you'll see in just other players that play. That's the great thing about our sport is people use their disability to enhance their ability to play.
Absolutely. I mean, the best players you're going to find, and the best management and stewardship of the sport is always to focus on the ability that everybody has.
Yeah, it really does so. And we got we're in the intermission here. Ottawa Capitals are up 3-1 over the Black Aces. Now, what I think the Black Aces need to do to stay in this game is just continue with their strong defensive play. They may be down, but they've been playing so well, blocking a lot of shots, and just keep that up. Don't let up. Tammy Culhane is playing on her head right now. She is fantastic. She was, I believe, goalie of the tournament last year, and she's showing that same dominance in the crease, continuing with that. And Ottawa's just got to keep the Ottawa Capitals, got to just keep playing their game. They got good ball possession. They're getting good offensive chances, good opportunities, and they're just led by a great group, great teamwork. Got to keep that up, and they're playing strong. Now it'll be a good second period. The teams will be switching ends here. Teams will be strategizing, making some adjustments after stuff that they saw in the first period. The referees are doing a great job as well. I'm sure they're shaking off the rust. But the added diamond to the face-off is very interesting. It's very new and adds a different dynamic to the face-offs. That's the thing about our sport is like people have different ways of handling face-offs. Now we have second period is about to start. Now, I believe they are supposed to switch ends, but it looks like we're staying on the same end.
No, they are going to switch it.
The teams will be switching ends here. We got the face-off here, Toop versus Schleyer.
Already seen a couple of play out throughout the length of the tournament. I think allowing the players to approach it from multiple angles will limit the amount of that a player's disability will limit their face-off opportunities, and allowing them to come from different angles will create more opportunities for more ability in all the different players.
So now that we've started the second period, what are you expecting to see from both teams this period?
Well, I mean, with the Black Aces getting their goal back, they need to be patient, but they need to be aggressive, and balancing that fine line is going to be the challenge for them against this Capitals team who clearly has a lot of offense going for them.
They have a lot of offense, but it's just that one opportunity that comes their way. They've been playing incredibly well. Tammy Culhane has been holding the fort, and just they got to take the opportunity.
Tammy Culhane is an amazing goal. If she can see the shot, she's going to from the Capitals. As Schleyer is going to try looping shots again. Block Tammy's view. Good opportunity for Emerson Bartel to hit the score sheet. Just goes wide, but we're fighting just behind the net. Fight for the ball. Lamberson versus Guillot. Guillot onto Lamberson. Forced that shot to go wide, so Lamberson did. Out of bounds.
Ball out of bounds. Like I said, good defensive play. They just got to hold that scoreboard that they got that one goal and just
Absolutely. Case's team, because last year and she roster, and then she couldn't make it. This is my first time seeing Karen Toop. Impressed thus far.
cycling the ball with Lamberson and Schleyer. Good picks by these players. They know where each other needs to shoot, and they set the
Jeff, Toop's been holding that inside lane, taking Schleier's desired shot away. And Lamberson breaks through on the far side boards, coming in pass to Bartel. And cleared by Karen Toop. What an amazing defensive play, falling back. Save.
and another save.
Awesome, Tammy Culhane standing on her head.
Shot off the boards, goes out of bounds.
Pressure here from the Capitals.
But there's that phrase, they will bend, but they won't break. That is exactly what I see with the Ottawa Black Aces. They're giving some, but they're not giving up too much.
Absolutely, well said, Jeff. I agree 100%. Ball cleared by the Black Aces. Let's see if they can put some pressure on the Capitals now in their own zone. Lamberson in possession, trying to come up the far side board. Tries to break up the pass. So far, they're not able to connect. Lamberson to the near.
Giot is there to meet him, so he can't take it around.
In possession. And Erden trying to just jam it deeper back into the Black. His own end. Schleyer on the near side boards on his forehand. Coming back to his backhand.
His right wing still has the ball, fighting along the boards.
This is the hard side for Schleyer, so he's struggling. We'll see if the shot on, banked by Culhane into.
Pull it back to his strong side. That shoot it on the spots that you are very confident that you can get a knows where he can shoot and score from.
Absolutely. More behind the net, taking possession. Lamberson coming in to try and block him in. Guillot looking for a pick. And Guillot digging on the boards. Possession by Guillot. Clearing attempt is missed, but Toop in possession.
For a they can just roll. Good read on Brian Bertrand right. Taking his time, looking for that shot.
Gets on the stick of Schleyer and takes away his sweet shot.
Schleyer and Lamberson, the offensive ball.
Culhane bounce off of her wheel, gets a spin on it, and trickles around behind her and ends up in the net.
That's like the roll and bounce weird, and it's hard for the goalie to read. And like sometimes you think you have stopped it, but you got to be fully committed to making that save. You got to be absolutely confident that you have stopped that ball.
It is amazing with these balls. If you get a little bit of spin on them, it's like playing pool. They can end up going in funky ways, and I think that's what happened to Tammy in that case. Her chair was just not perfectly perpendicular, and as it hit, it spun off the back and took a little bit of a twist and ended up in the net. So now the Capitals have his backhand. Toop with the inside lane.
Get him on right in there. Pin him in. Pin him in.
Schleyer in the corner, looking for a pass.
Karen, just don't move.
Yeah, support from Lamberson just behind him too.
All right, T.
Pass right to Matt Lamberson and drops it right for Malachi Lamberson. It goes right to Dolan, fighting that ball with Malachi Lamberson, was met by Kellen Schleyer. Ball is rolling in the crease. Still in the crease. Colleen looking for it, and we got a stoppage.
Backing up, keeping that ball right on the outside of her big mistake again. She's probably the third goal or fourth goal for get that way.
Why did that goal go in? I had done that over the years of my time, and I imagine Colleen will be doing the same. Fighting for the ball. Lamberson with the ball, taking it back up to the slot for that shot.
Save Culhane again. Gio
Lamberson, he's so strong. Like, as a power forward, he's not afraid to get into those tight spots.
Absolutely, absolutely, and use a hard wrist shot that often, but he gets everything. He has a deceptively fast shot. He lobs 90% of the time, but the 10% of the time that he lets one go, he's got a laser.
He really does, and great. Ask for the skill sets he has.
I'm sure the Capitals were happy to have him back for a full season this year and really developing some chemistry between Malachi and Kellen. They were a great pairing last year, and I look forward to the tournament.
Lamberson going down the left wing this time. Tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by Kent Dolan.
Malachi looking to break inside, but he's just covered. Covered and smothered. Ball gets inside. Tiana clearing attempt is going to just make. Oh, it doesn't make it out of the zone. A lean and stretch from Atin Erden keeps it in.
Just like Emerson Bartel, we see from Atin Erden really hold that ball in to keep the offensive play.
Black Aces has been so intense that these last is only 4-1 right now.
Well, the Black Aces have really slowed down the game.
For sure.
The Capitals came off strong, and the Black Aces have now. And I hope to see that transition.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They're just a split second away from a lane, and I mean, someone like Karen Toop's got so much power, and Giote's got a lot of power too. So they just need that tiny little opening, which is hard to find against the Capitals, but they've already proven if they can get that, they'll get that line of sight, it's going to end up in the net. Range of motion.
Wraparound, but Gia was right there.
Absolutely. Just if you were to tell a player, just stick to Malachi and limit him. Poor coach.
Schleier's using a good job using his power chair to create that.
near side board. Near side.
Backhand by Lamberson. Not only does he have a good forehand, but he's got a good backhand as well.
Absolutely. Now we got the big cheese in possession, looking for a lane out. Malachi's trying to create it for him. Oh, ball's out to Kellen Schleyer. Across.
And a good block by Team.
Seeing her in a defense. Have a good strong stick in front of the net to be able to just get the ball away from the front. Yote battling with Malachi in the corner.
Cheeseman there to support him.
Cameron right up against the back of Mal's chair. There you go.
Ball back into the corner. Blocking save as a defenseman. Possession again. Camelin trying, but Malachi breaks in. Ball back to the far side boards.
Black Aces know that they don't have the speed to keep up with the Capitals, so they're playing a tight defensive game right in front of the goal crease.
Right. Well said, Jeff. Oh, pass attempt to
Cheeseman trying to bat that out hip in the first period, and he's just those looks. Now right there.
constant coaching going on.
Well, I was going to comment, both sides have great coaching. They're both sides are very vocal. And can you tell me a little bit about the two coaching groups, especially from it's the same coaching groups from last year, right?
Absolutely, and both coaching staffs did a great job last year. And they do a great job at coaching the Black Aces and getting 99.9% out of their players. The scoreboard doesn't always show the effort and the skills. That's why it's a game, but the Cheesemans are fantastic coaches.
Tournaments, and they've been coaching. That's what you'd love to see. We're almost at the very end of the second period, 10 seconds. Good win by Robin Emerson Bartel, who tries to keep it in line.
Logging Lamberson on the boards, just trying to kill the penalty and get out of the period without another goal going in. And success from the Black Aces. They got out of the period, back to the bench, a little bit of coach, a little bit of counsel, go into the third, and the game's not over yet. 3 goals can easily be scored in a period if things get turned around.
Not like compared to the first period. First period we had 3 goals scored. Compared to this period, we had 1 goal scored.
So things are working in favor of the Black Aces at this point. Momentum is starting to shift in the direction they want it to go.
Sorry, I meant 4 goals in the first period, 1 goal in this period. So tighter defense. And we will be back as we are on intermission. We'll be back for the third period.
In our rule, it says that if it's going to be maybe a kind of injury, like an injury, then you whistle. But I always whistle like hot. Only the goalie, not the player. Only the goalie, I always whistle. Even if there's no injury.
I didn't see it, that's why. I didn't see it. I know we adopted it.
Welcome back for the start of the third period. Good face-off win by Schleyer. Pulls it back to his own zone for Malachi Lamberson to pick up. Lamberson taking his time. Cutting up the middle, and then going down the wing, the left wing. Looking for that great save by Tammy Colehane.
Cheeseman looks around. Cheeseman's a little slow. On the inside, but Tube says not today. Treats to get back onto the up and force the ball back. Attempted clear ends up on the lap of Matt Lamberson.
For the Ottawa Capitals, the players had it's like
players that would be leading a team. They look like the sort of team that our new rank. Probably going to see more teams looking this way. I'm actually afternoon as well, Jeff. I kind of look at you guys and Ottawa in the same sense. Team, and you don't try to focus on one or two muscle to make those teams.
Can you explain what this new level, our old leveling system?
So essentially, the players are 4.5, and are now 4.5s. Whether it's a lack of strength, a lack of reach, lack of the ranks then go from 4.0, 3.53, and boundaries. In Europe, they're allowed 11 points on. What we're doing here is we're allowing goaltender, and essentially any way where the team, one of the system is lower level players who would be stick attached or have incredibly limited positions. They were usually given the position of goaltender or defense. There were very few ability as forwards. Could even be this initial tournament where we finally win a title with a stick attached forward, and that would be the
teams and possible line. In his own zone, picking up behind the net, but he's hemmed in by Camelin Dolan.
great defensive positioning by Dolan. While backing up, he's looking to steal the ball from Schleyer, and he still keeps Schleyer pinned down on the outside.
Well, that's the thing about what I'm noticing the Black Aces do. They're trying really hard to slow down the Ottawa Capitals. They're a team you can't stop, but you can try your best to slow down.
Absolutely. Well said, Jeff. And that's exactly how they pulled off their first goal. And Schleyer in possession in the near side corner, looking to back up, but Tuke parked right on him, gave him no space. And that's exactly what she needs to do. You don't want to give Schleyer space, and he is pinned in now.
Ball goes out of play, and we will have a face-off. The more and more I think it just awesome. There's so many dimensions in our sport, just an added strategy and added.
Yeah. Also seen in other tournaments the older, and there were always players looking for before, hoping the refs didn't catch it. They can toe in all the way to the 12 o'clock position or heel in all the way, such as Kellen Schleyer, or who have very limited range of motion. 12 inches of actual
Well,
win the game without the ball. To Campbell. Pull it away.
Cheeseman fighting for it in the. Ended up clearing it. Ball behind.
Schleier's dump went off Malachi's back towards the corner. Malachi in possession now. Tiana forced the pass. Great defensive play by Toth Vent. Wow, what a nice stick tip from Tammy Colhane. Blocked by Kieran Toot. Balls. Turn. Malachi tries a pass, but Robin Guillot
is four.
shows a significant amount of confidence in his positioning. Reflection by Toth Vent. Oh, Malachi Lamberson pass from behind the net right to Lucas Cheeseman. There was no chance for Tammy Colhane. The chair couldn't get.
Lamberson, great pass, right to the stick of Lucas Cheeseman.
I think if he actually missed that one, he would have been getting razzed by his line mates on the bench for that. That was an amazing setup, and it was beautifully executed by Lucas Cheeseman.
Great debut game for Lucas Cheeseman, 2 goals, and the Capitals are now up 5-1.
Yeah, it's I would say reflection of this game. It's been consistent pressure from the Capitals, but you don't want to take away from the fact that interesting. Yes, that was inevitable. It was bound to happen. These two have had most of the face-offs they've taken against one another. The ball has actually been suspended between their sticks in the air. Yep. I initially thought with the diamond we were going to see a lot right off the hop, and it has not played out that way at all. Video footage myself and talk with all the player reps and the coaches of each of the other divisions and find out if there's Lamberson.
Great save by
And Colhane says not today.
wheelchair, trying to fight for it. Takes a shot and it's blocked.
Malachi tries a shot at about
Just wide, but
I think what it looked like up and just as he leaned it back, it just kind of pulled a little bit more to. Unfortunately, the bounce has got us back in the face-off circle. And again, oh my gosh. Exactly. I think repeat myself, but it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out going forward. It's fascinating to watch how these face-offs are playing out. Again, another shot from Malachi. Tube's tight enough to take another shot by Lamberson and another save by Culhane. Different zone now. I don't think the Capitals are going to squeak one past the Terminator, Tammy Culhane again.
fantastic goaltending. There's a reason why she won goalie of the tournament last year and she played this year.
To get discouraged when you're down by 4 goals, 5 goals or more, but she's not somebody who ever gets discouraged. But she never gives up on a play.
Outlook and
now point a couple of her face, but it's still a
ball along the zone. Defensive play by Burke.
absolutely. 2 tries to clear the zone. Jam it out. Lamberson in for help. Lamberson in possession. Coming up the near side board.
Player, but he did regain possession of the ball, going to that slot.
Malachi would have passed. Wondering if he was actually in strong. I actually saw that play between the 2 of them a few times last year. It's the first time I've seen it today, but it progresses. Shoot on his backhand because he doesn't have the corner.
Ball right to Guillot in the Erden.
Yeah. Malachi on his backhand towards Karen. Kellen picks Karen Toop. Ball, Radmore off onto the backboards. Malachi in possession. Malachi across the top of the point. Etienne Jordan actually stopped the ball from entering. And he managed to block the shot.
I saw him shake his head. He's quite disappointed by that, but we've all done that.
Absolutely. You can't tip. And the shot is looking to.
Good awareness on Bartel.
2024 Power Hockey Tournament of Champions is in the books. The Ottawa Capitals have their first victory, and the Ottawa Black Aces have their first learning experience.
Well, it was a great game, but great tight defensive game. The score may have been 5-1, but the Black Aces really got better and better as the game went on, and I look forward to seeing them in future games. I play against them in my first game, and I can tell you it's going to be a tight defensive battle.
I'm looking forward to all the games, but every single game with the different teams has got just such an awesome dynamic. I've had a lot of tournaments, and I've never been as excited for a tournament as I am for this one, and I think we're going to see the game change significantly based on what's going on in the CEWHA right now, and I'm so excited to see all the new player developments, the new player opportunities, and the new lineups, the different face-off options. It's just an exciting time to be involved with power hockey.
It really is. And that is the first game of not only the day, but first game of the tournament. And we got quite a packed schedule.
Absolutely. Seeing this, I think every team in a day.
Ever played. That
Absolutely, and we'll have to see. That's one of the things that concerns me a little bit about the Ottawa teams. Their benches are a bit short, and between you get into a day where there's 4 games, and we have limited charging opportunities in the gym. There's an external power source outside where players have an opportunity to charge, and if the further we get into this tournament, there could be more and more chairs trying to cram a plug into that external power supply. So far everybody's been friendly and just excited to play, and we'll look forward and see how the war of attrition goes as this tournament goes on.
Agreed. And who plays next?
Good question, Jeff. Next on the docket, we have the Toronto Lake Raiders as the home team and the